it's me again, and this is for my third video. And for now, our topic for today is how to create a DHCP router configuration. So stay tuned and watch until the end of my video. And now let's go to our Cisco packet tracer. This one. To make our DHCP router configuration. So I've already in the Cisco packet tracer. So I'll be using this router. And this router, I'll be put 3 switches. Switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3. And this switch 3, I'll be put 2 pieces in every switch. This is PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, 5, and 6. I'll be moved. And in the connection, I'll be using the straight through cable, connection. So I'll be using this straight through connection, this one, to PC and switch, fast Ethernet to fast Ethernet, and so on for the other PC and switch. One, fast Ethernet. And we cannot connect this straight through connection to router and switch. So I'll be clicking this router to insert a port. This one, and turn it off. Drag this port and turn it on. So we can use now our straight through connection to switch and router. And do the same thing for the other switch to router. Sorry. And now what's next? What's next? So next is I will build another building. So I'll be using the home router. Let's find the home router. This one, the home router. And in the home router, I'll be using a 4 laptop. This, 1 laptop, another one, another, and another. This one. 4 laptops in the home router. So in the connection, I'll be clicking this laptop, zoom it out, and I'll be drag this port, this one, to connect directly to our home router. So I'll be clicking this, zoom out, off, remove this port, and drag this one, and see what's the difference. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn it on. Gagi. And on. I think it's on. On. And so, did you see the difference? They're automatically connected to home router, and do the same thing to the other laptop. This one, zoom out, turn off, drag this port and insert this one on the other. Off, drag this one, remove, and insert on. Okay, done. And last, so this. So next, let's look this our first made of connection. Did you see the arrow? It's red. So that's mean this is not connected. So let's click this router and go to the CLI. So to insert or save our IP addresses, and and enter. Let's type en conf conf oh sorry conft conft int fa0/0 IP address to 19. I'll be using the type C, the 192.168.10.1. So 192.168.10.1 space 255.255.255.0. And next, no shutdown. Now, no shutdown, and do write memory. Next, and let's do the same thing that we've made first, but let's start from int fa0/0. So int fa0/1. It's because why it's 1? It's because we're using the 0/0, and the other one is in the fast Ethernet we're using the 0/1. Enter IP address 192.168.20.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Do write memory. It's okay. This one it's okay. And last, switch int fa1/0. IP address 192.168.30.1 to 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown. Do write memory. At this point, we're going to configure our DHCP. So, type IP DHCP, IP DHCP pool, and I'll be naming this first pool as SIR1. The the first network was 192.168.10.1. So let's type that one. Now 192.168.10.1 and 255.255.255.0. And next, the default router. So default router, so the default router, the default router was, let's type this one. So 192.168.10.1 and type exit. So next we call the 192.168.20.1. So IP DHCP pool, I'll be naming this SIR2. Network 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0 and default router is 192.168.20.1 and exit. So last one is the 192.168.30.1. So IP DHCP pool, I'll be naming this cert3 space. Sorry. So DHCP pool cert3 and network 192.168.30.1 255.255.255.0 and default router 192.168.30.1 and exit. So let's check, and hooray, it's connected. The arrow was colored green. before it's color red. So we config the IP addresses and the default router or gateway so that it's connected already to the router. So next I'll be connect this switch and the home router. I'll be using this connection, the crossover connection, this router, Giga, and Ethernet. And now I'll be going to click this router to go the RIP to call all the default or the IP address. Let's go to config RIP. So first 192.168.10.1. 192.168.10, I think, sorry, 20.1. Add 192.168.30.1. And also the default gateway or the IP address of the home router. So I'll be clicking the home router, config, config, we'll go to the LAN, copy this IP address, and paste on the RIP of the router. So RIP to add this router, add. So by the way, Highway Mandawi City, Karkar, Cebu City. What's next? To forward this one. And let's try to send a message if it's successful or failed. So from these routers to this router, pinkish weird hope is, oh my god, it's failed. What's the problem? Try again. This to this. Successful. It's forward, you know. But we try to config, we try to call the IP address using the command prompt. So I'll be clicking the PC, command prompt, and ping 192.168.10.3. 3. Yeah. I hope it's replying. Ping 192.3 with bytes of data, request timeout, reply. So it's connected. And let's go to the other build, this one. Ping 192.168.20.2. Pings, reply, perfect. And last one was ping 192.168.30.2. Reply. Oops, request timeout. Come on. Why are you so bagal? Request timeout. Hope it's replying. I swear. 3 request timeout. It's because the ping pack sent to lost what? But it's successful, right? Let's try again. Ping 192.168.30.4. 4? Four? Four? Four ba? No, not that one. Yeah, it's four. Look, it's four. So let's go back to that ping and enter. Hope it's replying. Trial and error is one. And now let's try to send a message for all PC if it's successful or not. So, and now joke. And now let's try to send again a message if it's successful or failed. It is successful. From this PC to this PC, successful. And now let's try to simulation to show the process of the sending of message. So this PC to this one and play. So the message process was showing one. And I will always love you. So the message was going back to the sender. And last to sender, it's successful. This one is successful. So let's try again. Simulation. And this PC to this PC, and from this to this, and play. Pinkish rare. I hope it's successful. So the processes was showing. Going back to the sender, I'm going back to the corner when I first saw you. Where my Cisco packet tracer was not easy to learn though. And hope it's successful. Hooray, it's successful. Yay! Big thumbs up of that. Below. And it's done. And the processing was perfect. And though it's tough, like to check by the IP addressing, it's so hard to find, you know. Hooray, it's done and it's completely successful. Some of the output was failed, but we have to recover it, and it's successful and it's done. It's completely done. And I hope you've learned just a little bit or more knowledge about the DHCP router configuration. Thank you for watching. Keep safe and have fun. Bye!